You could say Berna Yadim did everything right. She speaks 3 languages fluently and went on to university after high school. Now she works for a large chain of toy stores in a management position, but she isn't happy with her life. She wants to move to Turkey, her parents' homeland.
It all started with the application for the company I'm working for right now. They didn't want to hire me, first of all, because they'd had bad experiences with Turkish girls. Their father would call and say, "I don't want my daughter working for you, fire her." Or the boyfriend would put pressure on them. It was all so stereotypical, until I proved I wasn't going to be like that. But at one point, I thought, I don't have to prove anything to anybody.
Suna Suhal also feels he's constantly under pressure, doing his best to fit in. But whatever he does, he's never felt really accepted.
Es ist so wie, dass man in einem Glas Wasser sich wie ein
You feel like a drop of sunflower oil in a glass of water. You're in the glass with the water, but you aren't really part of it. That's how you feel.
Und so fühlt man sich dann.
Suna also wants to leave Germany to go to Turkey or maybe the US. As a qualified software developer, he won't have any trouble getting a job. Here in Germany alone, there are 40,000 vacancies in his field.
When we let qualified people go, who have come here to work, or who get their qualifications in our education system, it's simply irresponsible. We're foregoing growth potential, and we're giving away taxpayers' money to other countries.
That's good news for Turkey, but tough on Germany. 30 years ago, Germany was the future, but now Turkey's economy is flourishing, especially in Istanbul. After quitting her research job in Germany, Çiğdem Akaya went back to Turkey, where she set up a business as an event manager.
Nobody in Istanbul asks me where I'm from. They're not interested. I'm just part of the crowd here. I belong here, and nobody asks me why I'm here.
Çiğdem's son attends a German school, but at home, the family speaks Turkish. Fluency in the language is essential if you want to succeed in Turkey. A lot of people who return here from abroad don't appreciate that. They also don't realize how important contacts are in Istanbul. Çiğdem set up her own network 2 years ago, a club for returnees like herself. Here you can find out anything, from where to buy German-style bread rolls to finding a new job. 600 people, all from Germany, have joined so far. Senay Azakmat grew up in a small village in southern Germany. Now she's a senior bank official in Istanbul. Her German husband also moved to Turkey to be with her. In Germany, people always said she didn't look Turkish. Here she's praised for her German virtues.
A close friend said to me, "You're a Prussian Turk." I had to think about that for a long time. My way of thinking is German, but my heart is Turkish. I think this combination, a Prussian Turk, defines exactly who I am. I'm both, and I'm proud of it.
In Germany, being a Turkish German often means poor grades at school. Under 1% of all Turks in Germany go on to university, and the ones that do aren't planning to stay in Germany after they graduate.
That has fatal messages for society. People who could build social bridges are leaving. We are losing the people who could set an example to young people and change the ideas the majority of people have. The people who stay here are immobile because they just don't have the means to become mobile.
Berna has already packed her bags. As soon as she gets the okay from Turkey, she'll be on the first plane out.
I need the integration and recognition of what I am. I want to be accepted without having to behave differently or constantly have to look for excuses. That's why I want out.
Berna sees her future in Turkey. She seeks the recognition she says she just hasn't received in Germany.